This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and today I want to make a little bit of a list. I want to make a top 5 list of reuses I would like to see Hasbro do from the brand new Super Battle Droid figure we've just gotten. So, some things to note, there are already reuses coming. So the Super Battle Droid just came in that 2-pack with the Battle Droid Head 3PO. They've announced there's going to be another one coming that's not going to feature the random orange splatter, which I hate, so I'm already really amped on that. And we're getting one in an upcoming 3-pack with a Jedi Survivor Super Battle Droid, a Jedi Survivor Magna Guard, and a Jedi Survivor B1 Battle Droid. So we are getting one of the two variants of the Jedi Survivor Super, and I'm really amped on that. Now, there are other variants in the universe. I will say the Super Battle Droid is not as widely reused as many other designs in Star Wars end up being. And it actually took me a minute, but I came up with 5 that I would really, really like to see. So these are basically going to be repaints or needing very, very small modifications. So that's kind of like the rules here. So like if there's anything that has a huge amount of resculpting, I would call that a new figure, not a repaint. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 5, I am talking about the Camino training Super Battle Droid. So this is basically a whited out Super Battle Droid with targets painted all over, and actually Hasbro has some experience here. They made this figure in 375 back during the Clone Wars day. It is from the Clone Cadets episode in Season 3 when we see Domino Squad training. It's a Season 3 premiere. Great episode. And I would love the idea of getting like a 3-pack of the Super, the B1, and the Commando Droid all in their training like markups. I think it would just be really cool. Not necessarily something I would army build a ton of, but it would just be nice seeing a niche variant. In number 4, I have the Rocket Arm Jedi Survivor variant. So my guess for the Jedi Survivor 3-pack is that we're just going to get the exact same figure we have right now. There is actually a variant in the game that features a rocket launcher forearm, like we saw in the Clone Wars, and it has a different paint deco as well. So while I don't want to talk about a full redo, this figure would just be like a modded out arm, which would then give them a ton of other repaint variations. So I think this would be really, really cool. I love everything to do with that rocket launcher arm. I had several rocket launcher arm Lego Super Battle Droid minifigures as a kid. I had the Clone Wars 375 rocket launcher arms ones. I love that design. So rocket launcher arm, Jedi Survivor variant. Awesome would be a great gaming grades. And number 3, this one's a little niche. This one is a Hasbro figure from '08. It is, to the best of my knowledge, not from anything. Hasbro just kind of made it. And it is like the Camo Super Battle Droid. I actually had this one as a kid. It was a yard sale pickup. I just remember thinking really fondly of it. It was just a really unique deco. It's largely tan, a little bit of green splatter. And I just think it'd be really cool if they did it. They went back and they did the 187th, which was a complete Hasbro imagination from back in the day anyway. So I think the Camo Super Battle Droid is something that's not necessarily off the table. I think it'd be a really cool, maybe HasCon thing or something. It's not something that you're going to want to buy a ton of, but man, for those that are sentimental of the older 375 days, this might be a great addition to the shelf. In spot number 2, of course, we have the Jetpack or Rocket Pack Super Battle Droid. We saw these guys originally in the Clone Wars. These were boarding Aayla Secura's Jedi Cruiser in the Season 1 episode where Anakin ended up getting injured. And that was a really cool arc, and I always thought these guys were cool. And I had the 375 Clone Wars Styles figures as a kid, and I just really, really loved them. And it's a really unique deco. And we actually have a realistic interpretation in Star Wars Battlefront 2, so Hasbro could totally just call this gaming greats, drop it off at GameStop or something. It would be like a super easy repaint. If I remember the 375 well, all they did was they painted the thrusters on the back. Like, it was actually just a same sculpt. Now, for Black Series, they might need to tweak a little bit, but I don't think it would be a huge thing. It might even just be an overlay they glue onto the back or something. It wouldn't be an insane amount of modification required, and it would just make a really, really cool variant of the Super Battle Droid, and one that, honestly, I'd at least buy 2 of, probably 4. It would just be a really fun one to have on the shelf. And then, if you heard how I was talking earlier about it with the Jedi Survivor variant, I want, as my number one Super Battle Droid, the Rocket Launcher Arm Super Battle Droid. This is a Clone Wars creation. I think they've drug it into some other media since. But way back in the day, that Rocket Launcher Arm Super Battle Droid was so cool. It was my most favorite Clone Wars 375 figure as a kid. Some of my most favorite Lego minifigures. It was just a really insane variant. A really awesome design on the part of the Clone Wars team back in the day. Just an insane tweak. I love, the heat vent holes like going up and down the barrel of it. It's just such a cool design. The idea that, they've kind of like removed the functionality of having a hand in exchange for having a like mega cannon with homing rockets, so they would like follow, like their target they'd lock on. Like, insane. Such a cool design. Something that I really, really want in the line. Gotta be honest, I would end up having more standard ones just because, like, in universe, that was kind of the thing. They were like a specialty thing. But, like, for every 2 Super Battle Droids that I bought that were just the normal one, I would have 1 Rocket Launcher Arm one. And I intend on army building the normal B2s when they come out. So that is my top 5 Super Battle Droid repaints I would like to see in the line, or I guess minor retools, considering it's a new forearm they'd have to make for 2 of these. But come on, it's a no-brainer. You can use the rest of the figure, just make the rocket launcher arm. Come on, Hasbro. You know you want to do it. Thanks everyone for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. If you'd like to see any other list videos on the channel, throw some ideas down in the comments. I definitely enjoy making these, so let me know what you'd like to see. Until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.